Annyeong everyone! Today we're making 동인동 찜갈비, a very spicy Korean braised short rib dish that's perfect for garlic lovers. This extra spicy garlic-heavy version of braised ribs originated in Dongindong, a neighborhood in Daegu, Korea's third largest city, hence the name. It's my go-to dish when I'm craving something bold and spicy to blow away some stress, and it's surprisingly easy to make. So let's jump right in. For 2 portions, use 2.2 pounds or about a kilo of beef short ribs. Look for meaty ribs with thick layers of meat between the bones. Cut the ribs between the bones. If you don't like eating meat off the bone, feel free to trim the bones off. But traditionally, Koreans love keeping the bones in, so I'm keeping them as is. Once the ribs are cut, soak them in cold water with a tablespoon of sugar for at least 30 minutes. The sugar helps draw up blood more efficiently than water alone, keeping the final flavors clean and pure. In the meantime, let's prep our other main ingredient, garlic. We're using 20 cloves, but honestly, the more the better. Roughly chop the garlic. Don't use a garlic press or grinder. You want it to stay grainy and visible even after cooking. This gives the dish a pungent, earthy heat that complements the spice from the red pepper flakes. After soaking the beef, bring a pot of water to a boil over high heat. Add a half to 1 tablespoon of sugar, then add a tablespoon of salt. The sugar helps balance the heat later on. So if you're sensitive to spice, keep the full tablespoon. If not, you can go with just half. And submerge the ribs. Once it starts boiling again, lower the heat to medium-high and let it simmer for 30 minutes. While it's cooking, make sure to skim off any foam or impurities. We're going to use this broth later, so we want it as clean as possible. After 30 minutes, lather about 4 large scoops of the broth into a wide pan, just enough to cover the bottom. Then transfer the ribs straight into the pan. If you notice any clotted blood or bone fragments, go ahead and rinse them off. But mine look clean enough, so I'm skipping the step. Now add all of the roughly chopped garlic, 3 tablespoons of Korean chili powder or gochugaru, and 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Stir fry over medium-high heat, tossing the ribs gently so the sauce thickens and coats everything evenly. If the sauce feels too dry, just add a bit more broth. We're using broth instead of water here to intensify the beefy depth without dulling the spice. Keep stirring until the sauce turns glossy, thick, and clings beautifully to the ribs. At this point, the ribs should be tender, spicy, and filled with bold, garlicky flavor that hits just right. And that's it! 동인동 찜갈비. Intense, spicy, garlicky, and deeply satisfying. Don't forget to scoop up some of those garlic grains when you're eating with rice. They carry so much flavor. If you follow these steps, you'll get real Korean flavor at home without much fuss. All the ingredients and cooking steps are in the description below, so check that out when you're ready to cook. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.